It happens in the quietest, most peaceful moments of your life. You are lying in your bed after a long, exhausting day. The lights are off, the room is completely dark, and the ambient sounds of the outside world have faded into a gentle hum. You pull the heavy, warm blankets up to your shoulders, close your eyes, and allow your breathing to slow down. You can feel the tension draining from your neck, your shoulders, and your spine. You are hovering right on the delicate edge between being awake and falling asleep, floating in that heavy, comfortable warmth. And then, without any warning, it happens. A sudden, violent jolt courses through your entire body. Your legs kick out, your chest heaves, and your eyes snap wide open. For a split second, your heart is pounding against your ribs, and your brain is utterly convinced that you were just falling out of the sky. You take a deep breath, realize you are perfectly safe in your own bed, brush it off as a weird muscle spasm, and go back to sleep. You have experienced this dozens of times in your life, completely unaware of the terrifying biological mechanism that just saved you. To understand the nightmare hiding inside your own head, you have to understand exactly what a hypnic jerk is. It is not a random muscle spasm. It is a calculated, desperate survival reflex hardwired into the deepest, oldest part of your brainstem. Millions of years ago, our ancient evolutionary ancestors slept high up in the branches of trees to avoid predators. If their muscles relaxed too much while they were sleeping, they would fall to their deaths. Because of this, the human brain developed a fail-safe. When you go to bed today, as you transition from wakefulness into the first stage of sleep, your heart rate plummets and your muscles rapidly lose their tension, entering a state of temporary paralysis. However, your brain is still partially awake. Sometimes the reticular activating system, a network of neurons in your brain stem, gets confused by this sudden lack of muscle tension. It misinterprets your relaxed muscles as the physical sensation of free fall. Believing that you are plummeting out of a tree to your death, your brain instantly fires a massive electrical shock down your spinal cord to wake you up and force your muscles to brace for impact. That violent jolt is a biological tether. It is your brain aggressively yanking your consciousness back into your physical body to keep you safe. But biology is entirely reliant on fragile chemical signals, and those signals can fail. Imagine what would happen if a microscopic neurological mutation occurred deep inside your brainstem. On a normal Tuesday night, you lay down and begin to drift off to sleep. Your heart rate slows, your muscles lose their tension and become heavy. Your brain misinterprets the relaxation and registers the sensation of free fall. It prepares to send that electrical shock down your spine to wake you up. But the signal never fires. The biological tether snaps. Your physical body successfully enters a state of deep, paralyzed sleep on the mattress. But your conscious mind is left completely awake, abandoned in the sensory phase of falling. Because your brain never received the shock to reset its spatial awareness, it remains absolutely convinced that you are dropping through thin air. The physical sensation of this anomaly is immediate and paralyzing. You do not feel the soft mattress beneath your back anymore. The concept of gravity completely inverts. You feel your stomach drop violently into your chest, replicating the exact heart-stopping sensation of riding a roller coaster over a steep edge. You try to open your eyes, but your physical eyelids are paralyzed in sleep. You try to scream, but your vocal cords are deactivated. Your consciousness begins to plummet. It feels as though you are falling backward, passing straight through the fabric of your bed, sinking through the floorboards of your house, and dropping into an infinite pitch-black abyss. Your vestibular system, the fluid-filled canals in your inner ear that balance your body, is locked in a permanent state of vertigo. It sends frantic, continuous signals to your brain that you are accelerating downwards at terminal velocity. As the minutes pass in the real world, the sensory hallucinations inside your mind become overwhelming. Even though your physical body is lying in a completely silent room, your brain begins to invent the audio to match the physical sensation of falling. You start to hear the deafening, roaring rush of freezing wind tearing past your ears. You feel the phantom pressure of the air crushing against your chest and your face. You are bracing for an impact that will never, ever arrive. In the physical world, the sun will rise, your alarm clock will ring, and people might try to shake you awake, but you are locked in an unwakeable coma. Your mind has been completely severed from your body. You are trapped in a state of absolute sensory deprivation, fully awake, fully aware, screaming silently into the void as you fall through an endless freezing darkness for the rest of your natural life. Take a moment to bring your focus back to the present. Feel the solid ground beneath your feet or the sturdy chair supporting your weight. Pay attention to the reliable, unmoving force of gravity holding you safely in place. The next time you drift off to sleep and feel that sudden, violent jolt shake you awake, do not be annoyed. Be profoundly grateful. That jarring shock is the only thing anchoring your mind to the physical world, preventing you from slipping into an endless, terrifying freefall. Rest easy, appreciate the ground beneath you, and sleep safely.